Yo, what is up? It's your boy AM coming to you with an AM vlog. And today what I will be talking about is my top 3 adventures for 2024. And I'll also include my top 3 AMPM taste tests for 2024 too. So let's get into it. The whole purpose of this video is to do like a Spotify wrap up, but we can't do it because we don't have the technology or the skills to do so on our channel. But what I can do is make a video for you, giving you my top 3 adventures in ascending order. So I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna give an explanation why I picked them as my top 3 adventures for this year. Those that don't know, AMPM, we're gonna have a little baby pretty soon, probably in the next couple of weeks, and so we're very excited about that. And obviously we're gonna share the little one with you on the channel, so stay tuned if you want to see some cuteness for 2025. My top 3 adventures for 2024, coming in number 3 is gonna be, do we do a drum roll? That's a terrible drum roll, but it is Leap Day Craziness. To give you some AMPM lore, we usually take the day off on Leap Day and try to make it the most action-packed day you can make possible by doing a bunch of fun activities throughout the whole time. Reason why we do it is because, you know, we get a free day every 4 years, might as well take advantage of it. And it is a marathon, so you have to pace yourself because you're gonna get burnt out at the end. And so we started off, eating breakfast at a breakfast spot that's really well known in the Portland area called Hotcakes. And then we ended up going to like a summer rain at OMSI, if I can remember correctly. And we went for a walk in a park. We went mini golfing. What else is there to remember? It's just a bunch of stuff we did throughout the whole day. It was like right after another, and it was so crazy that it's hard to like fathom all of the like things that were happening that day. It was just like back to back to back, and we kept it up by going to see Dune 2 in the theater in IMAX. But the funny part of it is, like, halfway through the movie we kind of fell asleep because we were so burnt out. Coming in number 2 kind of ties in with number 3. Part of our Leap Day craziness, we went to Next Level Pinball, but then we went back throughout the year to Next Level Pinball, and we did another video there. And which was really cool about the Next Level Pinball is it is one of the best arcades you can find here in the Portland area. It is so awesome that I've gone back several times since, and I love the place. It's just so much fun, and it's kind of like a hidden gem because a lot of people don't know about it. I didn't know about it until I had to like Google it, and then you go, and it's just like so cool. But it's kind of expensive, it's like 20 bucks I think to get in, but then you can be there for like 10 hours straight if you want. And gaming for 10 hours is insane because that's what we did one day. And I played so much pinball that these 2 little fingers ended up getting so sore. I've never had that happen before, but who knew like pressing these 2 buttons over 10 hours would make your hands like inactive. You're unable to like use them. And so, but at the end of the day, I had to be using like my middle finger because these 2 got so sore, like it was like painful to even use it. But I tried to play every pinball machine that was there. I tried to play every arcade machine that I was there for the many hours I was, and it just, after a while you just realize you just gotta give up, and you just gotta like come back more and more times. And then the funny thing is they expanded it, so it's got even bigger. So there's like more games that are available, and so it's legit one of the funnest places to like game out if you're a gamer. Hands down, one of my favorite adventures of this year, a hidden gem, and I'm glad I found it. And I'm definitely be going back in 2025. And coming at number 1 of the best adventure that we had for 2024 is definitely the San Francisco street cars. Now, I'm gonna have to preface this because there is a disclaimer that's gonna be tied to it, because the street cars are pretty dangerous. So beware if you're gonna go try it, because you may get hurt. I'm not gonna tell you to do it. You just gotta take it at your own risk, because for one, it's like the most sketchy thing that you can do is like hang off the side while you're cruising through San Francisco, where every street is so tight and cars are like whizzing by and other cars are whizzing by. So I'm sure people get hurt a lot. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was also super sketcly, especially if you're like hanging off the side, which is what you want to do because you want to have a lot of fun. And it's weird how the city still has it available, and it only costs you like $8 for one trip, and you get to see like all of San Francisco while you're going up and down the hills of, you know, the city. And the cool thing about it too is that like you have this driver who's like manually driving the cable cars, and he's like cracking jokes and making all these like funny recommendations, but he's also like telling you, you know, the risks that are involved while you're taking this like public transportation. And it is super sketch, but it is super fun. Best way to look at the city, and it's just a good way to like cruise to San Francisco. And the cool thing is that the conductor is like making all of the stops because it's a public transit. So literally you can just like take it to go like, you know, to another spot in the city if you live around there. But we rode it from one end to the other end, and it was a lot of fun. Took 30 minutes, $8, definitely worth it. So that is my number one adventure for 2024. And so if you ever never rode the cable cars, you definitely should try it. A lot of fun. Another tip that I'll give you is that what we didn't know is that downtown is the busiest place to get onto the cable cars. So the wait time was like, for us, was by like an hour. But from what I was told, that if you go on the other side where you get dropped off, like at the wharf, you can take it all the way back to downtown, and the wait is not as long, but you still get the same exhilaration of riding the streetcar.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Let's segue on to the next top three, and this is gonna be a quick one, but this is the top 3 AMPM taste tests that we had for 2024. And so as you can see in the channel, we like to like try new places, especially in the Portland area, but when we go elsewhere too, we like to eat at like different restaurants and try different types of food. Coming at number 3 is Boto's barbecue. We definitely want to go back and eat the full meal, like that $40, I don't know what you call it, barbecue buffet. I don't know, just whatever gives you all of the meat is what we want to do. We want to go back and pay like that $40. And what's really cool about the place is that it tastes very good, and it's also not bad on the price. I mean, barbecue is pretty expensive at most places, but there is pretty reasonable. My cheesesteak sandwich that I had was fairly cheap. It was like $12, which is crazy because most places, you know, getting a small meal is like $15. But we want to go back and we want to eat that whole buffet of meat. I don't know what you call it, like a family pack, I don't know. But it has the brisket, the sausage, you know, all the works, and with all the sauces and everything. So that was number 3. AMPM taste test was Boto's barbecue. Coming at number 2 is probably gonna be Dave's Hot Chicken. And we ended up becoming huge fans of Dave's Hot Chicken. We have eaten it many times since. It's fast food, but it's very good. And it comes with a lot of pickles, which I personally like, and PM also likes. Lucky for us, they opened a spot nearby our place, and so we've made many trips to Dave's Hot Chicken to get those little sliders. They're actually like, I think they're like full, they're like full chicken sandwiches, but they call them sliders, which is crazy. Another cool thing about Dave's Hot Chicken is that they serve Coke Zero, which many establishments do not have. It's usually just Diet Coke, but Dave's Hot Chicken has Coke Zero. Now, coming at number 1 is Ranch Pizza. Ranch Pizza was so delicious, so yummy. It is my favorite Detroit style pizza place. There's several of them here in the Portland area. There's like Wild Child and other places, but this one is very delicious. And then they also even said ranch is pretty tasty. But I will say though, if you're lactose intolerant, you need to bring some pills, because I didn't have them at the time, but that kicked my butt. That like messed my insides up pretty bad. I will say I will risk it again to eat that delicious pizza because it was so yummy. It is so delicious. It is very good. Very cool spot. Very delicious pizza. I love ranch on pizza. They give you a side of ranch. It was all around a very delicious pizza spot. And so that comes in at number 1 for AMPM taste test for 2024. Gave you top 3 adventures, gave you top 3 taste tests, and then we just did a bunch of stuff throughout the year, which was a lot of fun, and we're excited to do it again in 2025. But this time we're gonna have another member that'll be tagging along for our adventures in the future, and we're excited for her to join us, and we'll present her here on AMPM Adventures for you to see. But other than that, I give you a big fat peace.